Memories in Time. I am back today to work on the next week in my June Happinichi, which will begin on June 10th and go through June 16th. And I've pulled out some really old scrapbook tools to help me with today's spread. I will, as usual, be working in my fabulous little Squeeze the Day Happinichi half note. I did create, and I've totally flubbed. I'm going to tell a little Planner Babe confession. I should have left a space, a blank page, in between this day, which was Sunday, June 2nd, in between this week and starting my June. Because when I created my June divider, I had nowhere to put it. So it was either separate my month of June or come back and separate my last week of May and first 2 days of June. And since I'm not going to actually be back in this week, I chose to put it there. All I did, the way I created this is just a piece of close to my heart scrapbook paper. I cut it 4 1/4 by 9 1/4. This is just a quote that I pulled out of a book I had just hodgepodged together from way back 3 years ago. This tab sticker is from an Illustrated Faith sticker pack that I had picked up at Michael's. Yeah, and it's just a sticker. And so now I am ready to decorate my June 10th through 16th. And so these are really old. And the reason that I'm showing this is I don't even know if there is a Creative Memories company anymore. But this is Creative Memories, and I got this like way back in the early 2000s when I first started scrapbooking. And so if any of you have this, realize that you can dig this out of your stash and you can use this in your planners. Realize this. So this is just a piece of that paper that I had left, and I've already cut my hexagon that I'm going to use because I tried getting the angles for the hexagon earlier. I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. My hexagon kept looking like it was tilting, so I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have a hexagon pattern in my scrapbook things. So, yes, I got in my closet. I have several. I have diamond, circle, heart, hexagon, star. I think maybe I even have a star. This is pink, which probably, if I go back to that time in my life, means it was a hostess only item. I'm not sure. But it has the little grippers here that won't allow it to slide around very easily on your paper. And if any of you are not familiar with the way that Creative Memories works, is they have a self-healing cutting mat, and then there was a set of 3 blades. There was a red blade that cuts closest to the template, which will give you the largest design. And the way this works is you can cut inside and outside. So the way the red works is it would cut the closest on the inside, giving you the largest inside piece. But then it would cut the closest on the outside, giving you the smallest outside piece. There's 2 tracks here. And I may actually pull another piece over and show you what I'm talking about. Pull another piece of paper. Then the green is the middle on the inside and the middle on the outside. The blue would give you the smallest on the inside and the largest on the outside, if that makes any sense to you. I don't have another piece of paper. I'd have to hop up and get a piece of paper. So I have the blue already ready, and the way that these blades work, it locks itself away like that, and then you just pull it out and flip it over, being careful not to cut yourself, because although these are 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, they're extremely sharp. And so these little teeth right here hook either in the outside or the inside. And so I'm going to start on the inside. And all you do is you just hold on your template, and then you just go around the track And now I'm just going to put my finger in there simply because I am using the largest, or I'm sorry, the smallest, and I do not want my paper to wiggle around. And so now I have a template. And so the template can be like this. Now it's not fine point, or I can actually use this as a stencil. And then the way that this works on the outside edge is you lock it in this, and then it does the same thing. It just cuts around on the outside so that you can have a larger or a smaller shape. So for those of you who have, or if you know somebody who has a stash of scrapbook supplies that they are willing to part with, and you know someone who has creative memories, these are a wonderful little tool to have in your arsenal of scrapbook supplies and or planning stash. And so now I'm just going to scoot this out of the way, and I'm going to show you how I intend to do hexagons for this week. This planner is my home planner, and this will be my green, my color June green, and I am planning on using, I'm either going to use these to decorate, or I think I'm going to use these, to be honest. I think I'm going to use the farmhouse vines, and these, I will cut them, and then just to add a pop of color here and there, just a pop, I am going to use these. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? These florals, just here and there, just for a pop of color. So I am going to, and I really am okay that it has rounded edges, and I'll tell you why. These are round, so I'm okay. They're curved, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to use my Muji. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying that right, Sarah at Planning Positive Points, tell me if I'm not saying that correctly. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down so that it doesn't appear crooked in any way. At least I hope not. But if it is, I'm still okay with it. And I'm just going to trace very slowly. And again, I am good with the fact that the corners are rounded and not a sharp point. And if you use scrapbook paper or some type of more sturdy paper, then it will make a good template. So I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to end up putting, I don't know, typically I have an extra box like for a quote or a to-do list. I think I'm going to be really pushing it to get my 7 boxes on here for the days of the week. And these are a little bit big, but that's okay. I write big. So I'm just going to stop talking now and be able to speed this up when I edit. Okay, I don't know that I like this. Do not know that I like this. These are kind of big. And then, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which I guess I'm okay with because Saturday and Sunday can be a little smaller. We'll just go with it. I'm not going to redo it. We'll just go with it. I don't know that I like this though. I was thinking possibly I could put a quote in here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. So now I am going to just get started decorating with, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to get started decorating with these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful leaves. have courage to follow your heart and intuition. And that's what we're going to do. And so now we are going to label our days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday is the 10th. Tuesday is the 11th. And Wednesday is the 12th. Thursday would be the 13th. Friday is the 14th. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I'm gonna take a break right now. I'm just going to take a break. Okay, let's go back to this. So, I wasn't happy with how this looked. And so now I'm going to try and fix this. And in the meantime, I've been putting coats of paint on the door, and so I've got white paint on my hands, so sorry about that. White paint. Okay, so back to this. I am going into the journaling stickers now, and I'm going to pull the days of the week journaling stickers. And I believe I'm going to use, sorry about that, just turned my light all the way off. Hot mess today. I am a hot mess. Look at that paint today. So we'll do Monday. Hopefully this is going to work, because I just was not happy with my handwriting. That just did not that I don't like the way my handwriting looks, I just wasn't happy with how that turned out at all. And I'm removing some of the adhesive because I'm going to, after I get this all finished, hopefully trim these down just a little before I put my dates down. Hopefully. I think the thing that's bothering me about this whole spread, this entire spread, is just how big. I don't know that I wanted these boxes, these hexagons, to be that large. I didn't intend them. I think when I started, I had a different idea of how big they would be. And in my mind, I guess I just thought they would be smaller than that. But it's okay. I started to scrap this, and then I thought, no, this is real life planning, and this is what really happens. And I'm gonna keep it real with my planner babes, and we're gonna salvage this. we are going to salvage this. So I walked away from it. I put another coat of paint on the door, and I have paint all over my fingers, but that gave me a little clarity in my brain, and I no longer felt the need to totally scrap this, because what was going to happen is this was just going to be a foregone loss on stickers, and I was going to start over. And then I thought, no, this is real world. This is what happens. We planner babes struggle like this all the time. I'm not the only person who's had this feeling today. I'm pretty certain. And I'm sure I will not be the only planner babe who has this feeling today. Fairly certain. I do like that much better. Okay, now, ooh, and that is extremely crooked. I hear Prancer right outside the door. I have the door shut because that's the door that I'm painting. And I can hear his little toenails. So back to our days of the week. I do not know that that's the days of the week I want to use. I think I want to use numbers from this book. And I want to use the black numbers from this book, which is the memory keeping dates and holidays. And so I am looking for, and I know these dates are kind of big, and I hope I'm going to be okay with it. And there we go. I know that's a little out of frame. So I like that much better than the way I had handwritten in my dates. I like that much better. Much better. And to keep it, I'm going to go ahead and pop it back in. And so to keep it in the spirit of green, I think what I'm going to do is, don't know if this is the book that I need. I think I'm going to use these green just for my sort of my checklists for the week. One I can already see right there. I need to clip out a leaf. Now we should be good to go. Should be good to go now. And you know what? I'm gonna back up and take, if I can get it off, I'm gonna take one of these, and that way each day we'll have two bullets, and that used all of those bullet points. So there we go. I think I like that much better. I keep going out of frame. My camera, oh, I'm sorry, I just moved it. My camera must be at a different angle today. I'm so sorry about that. So this is what I ended up with for Holly over at Dash of Plans Color June Green Challenge. I love it. I used the farmhouse and added just a pop of those pink from those florals. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a mess. I probably should have quit a long time ago, but I wanted to stick it out so that this would be something I could salvage and make it somewhat pretty. Thanks guys for joining me. Be sure and leave me a comment down below, and happy planning.